Welcome to No Time Yoga with Lisa and our guest Fiona. Today is partner yoga, Mom and the Littles. Let's get started in a cross-legged position just like this. We're going to go ahead and close our eyes, think a happy thought, and take a really big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and let it all go. Good job. Open the eyes. High five. And let's get started. Stay in your cross-legged position and let's all turn to the right. Mom, maybe you need to help your kiddo out. Figure out which way is to the right. We'll place our left hand on our right knee and our right hand behind us. A little bit of adjustment might be necessary as we're learning where our hands go. And all we're doing is twisting our spine like we do a washcloth when we're trying to wring out the water. Great job. Let's go to the other side. Now we're twisting to our left. Put your right hand on your knee and your left hand behind you. And just like when we twist out that washcloth, twist nice and tight. Imagine all of that stuff wringing out. Come on back to center. Let's sit on our knees. We'll do a few side bends here. This is me and Fiona's favorite. Let's reach your right arm up into the sky and the left hand to the floor and side bend way over to the left. Great job. A big breath in. Come back to center and sway way over to the right. Great job. Don't forget those big breaths. And let's do that again because it's so fun and feels so good. Right arm reach way over to the left and then way over to the right. Great job. Let's go ahead and stand up for some more fun yoga postures. We're going to do a little bit of balancing, and we like to hold hands when we do this. So let's stand side by side, and the feet that are closest to one another, let's pick those up. Put them on the inside of our leg, and this is called tree pose. Let's stretch our branches way up high. Balance like a sturdy tree. Great job. Shake out the feet and let's switch sides. Hold on to one another's hands, and the other foot this time comes up. Maybe just for fun we can touch toesies. Place that leg inside the thigh. Stretch your branches up tall. Woo, you gotta work together to balance. But if you fall over, that's okay. Now here comes the time for patience. Fiona decided to make some circles around me, and that was a lot of fun. So let's come into horse pose. Straddle your mat nice and wide. Now since my legs are longer, I can stand on each side of my mat. But Fiona didn't quite get the concept. How are you doing at home? Let's take our feet pretty wide and squat way down to the mat. I'm going to help my little co-teacher here and show her where her feet go. If you're a little, take your feet as wide as your mat. Take your time, no rush. All right. Now I'm going to do the same thing and we're going to squat way low. Horse pose. I don't know. Do you think this looks like a horse? We're not sure. Squat back into horse pose. Make sure you're breathing and stand up tall. Oh, this is kind of a workout. Can we do it again? Fiona decided we shouldn't. All right. So let's take a rest. Let's come on down to the floor. We're going to enjoy boat pose. I'm going to help my friend and let her put her feet on my shins. As she leans way back, she's making the shape of boat pose. And Mommy's also getting a little core workout here too. Let's try a little bit harder version of that boat pose. But first, Fiona decided she needs to take her pigtails out. All right, let's get back to it. Lean back on your hands, keep your chest lifted, and let's bring our feet together. We're gonna support one another's boats. Make sure you're still breathing. Push into each other's feet and lift them up. One more breath. Woo, it's so hard. Great job. Let's put our feet down. The next pose is tabletop. Let's press our hips high into the sky. Bring your belly up, your hips up. Look up. Take another big breath in. Oh, good job. And let's sit back on the floor. Next pose, bottoms of the feet together. And just let your knees come up and down a little bit like a butterfly. This is butterfly pose. Oh, I lost Fiona again. Okay, so let's be real. You may have lost your child by now, so mamas, let's enjoy a little yoga ourselves. And kiddos, if you're still with us, keep following along. Let's come to our hands and our knees. As you inhale, let's move into cow pose where our belly comes to the floor, and as you exhale, the back goes to the sky. Let's repeat that. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, this is cat pose. Good job. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, cow pose. And let's press back to downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, it's fun to pedal out the feet. We call this walking the dog. And maybe you'll sway your hips side to side, but stretch up and back with those hips. Inhale and lift your right leg behind you like you might touch the wall behind you, and then step it between the hands. Put your left knee down and make sure you're paying attention to right and left. Great job. Let's stand all the way up in Warrior Two. The right foot is still forward. The right knee is bending a whole lot and we feel super strong. Straighten the right leg and let's make triangle pose. This is called triangle pose because nearly every shape our body is making is a bunch of triangles. How many triangles can you count? Fiona is now playing a little musical instrument for me. It's a little wind chime. It sounds very pleasant. All right, let's get back to it. Press back to downward facing dog. All right, so we have the other leg. Left leg lifts up high and then steps all the way through. Lower your back knee down. Take a couple of breaths. Great job. Fiona's gonna come with me on this one. Now you remember Warrior Two on the other side? Let's do that again over here. The left leg is really bent. We're standing up really strong and the legs are firm. Great job. Triangle pose. Straighten the left leg a whole lot. And reach up with the right arm. If nothing else, we're definitely having a lot of fun together. Let's keep our feet wide like they were in Warrior Two, but turn your toes forward. And with a really long spine, let's fold all the way to the floor. Now you might feel a big stretch in the back of your hamstrings. Fiona has decided to balance some blocks on my hips as they're up in the sky. Kiddos, if this sounds good to you, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, let's keep doing our yoga poses with Mom. And this can be a very relaxing pose. So Mom and kiddo, just keep breathing, just keep stretching, and just keep having fun. If you're balancing blocks on your bum, go ahead and lift up and let's take those off. Great job. Hop the feet together. Let's let all the blood go back down in the other direction. We were upside down for a while. Our next pose is going to be an upside down one. So mamas, this is time for you to play, or maybe help kiddos become inverted. Make a triangle on the floor, and our feet float up into the sky. Now I've been practicing this for a long time. So you might need a time or two, or maybe some help from mama, or even some help from the wall. Again, I'm still playing with Fiona here, so I've asked her to challenge me a little bit by putting a block between my feet so that I can hold it. Okay, it's time to come down, nice and slow. That's a good one to practice. Alright, this has been a lot of fun. So why don't we take a seat together. Bring your hands together at heart center. Thank you, Mom, and thank you, kiddos, for joining us today. Namaste. Yay!